One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 2nd and 7, Murray dancing to his left, and that's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. They do go for it. It's Murray, and he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as and he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Nick Bosa able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Murray now to throw. Got his man. It's Williams. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. He's at the 40, the 20, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here's Murray. Able to find Isabella. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 65 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round. But I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, now Garoppolo. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right's got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally out of bounds just inside the 10.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
58, come on. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. 21. Here we go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
It's complete to Hopkins. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check Mike 57. Switch it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Murray again, 2nd and 10. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Check. Crunch.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Well, being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, 80! I hope you brought your left, because I'm about to take you to school.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Jordan Phillips forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go. 180. What's the run? They're running it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Garoppolo's going to throw it. Flush, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Phillips picks up his second sack of the afternoon. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So now after the penalty, they'll try again here on third and goal. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. Jordan Phillips getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on second and goal, a sack on third and goal, now brings up a decision on fourth down.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Get to the wild card game. Check. Got that done. Win a wild card game. Big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.
game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog, I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like blah. Yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? In the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I got it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it. Don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted. Flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like blah. Yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? In the field like